Tonight we shall explore a timeless story, a story of poverty, of magic, and hope. We do this as we read Jack and the Beanstalk Revisited. Once upon a time in a land far away, there was a young boy named Jack. He lived with his mother, and they were so poor that their cow had shrunk to the size of a small dog, just like poor one cavelands do today. And they were about to sell that shrunken cow for a last meal.
Jack, go outside and get Bessie and take her to the market.
But Mother, we can't sell Bessie. She's my only friend in the world.
Jack, honey, Bessie hasn't given milk in a month. And even when she did, it was barely enough to put in our pretend coffee that we make out of dirt. We can't afford to feed her. If you sell her, she'll get a home that can slaughter her. I can feed her. And we'll have money for at least one more meal.
Please, Mother, let me try one more time. Maybe she'll give milk this time.
Very well. But if she doesn't, you must take her to market and sell her.
Yes, Mother. Oh, come on, Bessie. This is your last chance. Oh, nothing. Not even a drop. Oh, well, Bessie, let's get you to market.
And so, since Bessie could no longer make milk, Jack took her to the market to sell. It was a long journey, but within our allotted time slot, we have edited out the dull walking part. As Jack arrived there, he met a mysterious woman.
Jack, that is a mighty fine cow you have there. Would you be willing to trade her for a few magical beans?
Oh, how do you know my name? And why would I trade a cow for a few beans?
I know your name because I am a mysterious woman. The narrator said so. And these are magical beans.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Jack, these beans can bring you wisdom, or wealth, or beauty.
Oh, if those beans are magical, shouldn't they bring me all three?
I said beans were magical, not miraculous. If you take them, you will have to choose carefully between the three. Only one will bring you what you really need.
Okay. I guess it gives us a chance to get something that might make life easier. Oh, be a good cow, Bessie. I'll miss you.
Here are the beans. Be careful how you use them. Come along.
And so, Jack traded the cow for a handful of beans. He made the walk back home, and by now it was very late in the day. With the promise of magical beans, he hoped they would save his mother and him.
Mother, I'm back, and I sold the cow.
Good boy, Jack. What did you get for her?
Magic beans!
What? You foolish boy. Beans aren't magical.
Oh, yes, they are. Everybody knows the song about beans, the magic fruit.
First, beans are more accurately called legume, and we don't need this kind of magic around here, young man. Go to bed, Jack. We don't have anything left to eat.
What Jack's mother didn't know was these really were supernatural legumes. During the night, they grew into a beanstalk that reached to the sky. Jack and his mother were shocked when they awoke.
Oh, Mother, come look! The beans were magical! They grew into a giant beanstalk overnight!
Well, that is just great. A giant beanstalk doesn't feed anybody. With our luck, it will fall on someone and we'll have a lawsuit to boot.
Well, there must be giant beans at the top. I'll climb up and cut them off. Then we can eat all we want.
Jack, dear, do try to be careful and miss the house when you cut the beans. Oh my, cutting the beans doesn't sound very good, does it?
And so Jack climbed the beanstalk. He climbed, and 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 he... Well, you get the picture. When Jack reached the top, he did not find any beans. He did find something unexpected. Unless you've heard the story before.
Oh, good grief, that was a long climb. And no beans! Now what am I going to do?
Fee, fi, fo, fum. I smell the blood of Nebraska. And he smells oddly like corn husks.
I don't stink! And who are you?
I am the giant who lives here, and I didn't say you stunk, just that you smelled corny, like this entire skate. We had an iron up here once. Now they are really quiffy.
You live here?
Yes, and to all who reach my land I give a gift. Some even come with 25,000 bonus travel miles.
Huh. A giant on a cloud. Who would have thunk it?
Oh, this is Rich. The guy who climbed the giant beanstalk is surprised to see a giant. Besides, everyone uses the cloud nowadays.
Well, good point. Now, what do I get?
You may choose from 3 things. First is my golden goose. It lays golden eggs.
Oh, wow. That's gotta hurt.
You have no idea, and you never will. That goose can make you rich beyond your wildest dreams. Next is my beautiful harp. She is also a beautiful maid, and you may marry her.
Let me sing a song to soothe your soul. My voice is beautiful, as is my face.
Lastly is the talking Bible. I've thrown in the travel miles with this one because no one ever chooses it. But I understand why. It's always talking about right living and ultimate truth. I mean, if you can have riches or beauty, who wants a bossy book?
Matthew chapter 4, verse 4. Jesus answered, "It is written, man does not live on bread alone, but on every word that comes from the mouth of God."
See what I mean? Always talking about the way to God and salvation. I mean, is that even relevant for the world today?
Well, what do you have to say about that?
Mark chapter 8, verse 36. What good is it for man to gain the whole world, yet forfeit his soul?
Well, good point. Who do you think I should choose?
Matthew chapter 6, verse 20. But store up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where moth and rust do not destroy, and where thieves do not break in and steal.
I'll take the Bible.
What? But we're not a goose that will make you rich.
Tempting, but where I'm from, everyone is poor. I would constantly have to worry about it being stolen. Plus, the king would just demand that I give it to him. There's a reason they call it the feudal system, you know.
Ah, good point. But what about the beautiful harp?
Well, she is beautiful, and she does have a lovely voice. But beauty is only skin deep. Do I want to get married to someone I don't even know? What if her personality isn't so beautiful? Besides, if we have kids, I'm afraid that they'll all be liars.
Liars? I don't get it. Oh, I see. Liars, not liars. Small harps. Very funny. But a bit esoteric. Are you sure you want the book?
I think this book has the answer to everything my mother and I have ever needed.
You have chosen well. And because you have chosen so well, I won't eat you.
What? Wait, you were going to eat me?
Yes, of course. Did I forget to mention that? Oh, silly me. But you should have guessed it since I said the Bible never gets chosen. How could I still have the goose and hawk if they had been chosen before?
Good point.
Now you may leave, and when you reach the bottom, cut down the stalk with this herring. I said herring. It is so hard to find good puppeteers these days.
Oh, I know what you mean. I've been stuck with this guy for about 5 years now. I guess he does know me inside and out.
It's just the whole sweaty hands thing that gets to me. Anyways, when you rinse the bottom, cut down the stalk with that herring.
A herring?
A Monty Python joke.
Oh, well, goodbye, Giant.
Goodbye, Jack.
Oh, how come everyone knows my name?
You don't read much, do you?
Oh, hey, didn't I say feudal system?
I see. Well, be careful on your climb. Jack climbs down the beanstalk. He climbed, and 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 he... You know the drill. As requested, he cut down the beanstalk with the herring. Which sounds a bit fishy to me. Jack and his mother listened to all the Bible had to teach them. Because Jack and his mother grew wise through the Bible's teaching, they were able to trust God to take care of them. And as he always does for those who trust him, God provided more than they needed. And they lived happily ever after.
Matthew chapter 6, verse 33. But seek first the Father's kingdom and his righteousness, and all of these things will be given to you as well.
Join us next time on Manipulation Theater, when we explore the deeper meaning of Mary had a little lamb, and whether or not the black sheep really did have any wool. From all of us here at Manipulation Theater, we wish you a good afternoon and good parenting.